Hi, Dr. Phil here. Welcome to this edition of the Lightning Process Graduate Newsletter. I'm doing a series of videos all about things that people have said. These are the points I need support with on helping myself use the process to get even more change. So areas that we're stuck with, things we're finding a little bit more tricky to change. So talking to literally thousands of clients saying, you know, how are you doing well? Is there anything we can help you with? And lots of practitioners, we've gathered a list of the things we found are the most useful things to help you to move forwards. So a lot of people are like, I'm doing great, I made huge changes with this, but this little piece here, I just don't quite know what to do with. This is what this series is all about. And the first stop in this series is celebrating success. Whenever we learn something new, the first times we do it, we'll probably find that we're not that good at it. So if we think about maybe walking along a tightrope or riding a bicycle or playing the piano, playing the guitar, a lot of the time, the first things we do won't be that good. And if we're hoping that we're going to be the fastest cyclist on the land, the best piano player, best guitarist, the amazing tightrope walker, we're going to be disappointed because the chances of being amazing to start with is pretty slim. We're going to fall off, we're going to get it wrong, it's not going to work all the time. And if we focus on what hasn't worked instead of what we have achieved, then we're going to be in trouble because it's just not a very good or successful way to improve or learn something. When we're learning, we have to be in that space where we're not going to get it right all the time, and that's okay, but look what we have got right. Celebrating success. And more than just noticing what we've done well, we need to really focus on it. We need to go, look what I have done. And the reason for this is we have something called a negativity bias. So the negativity bias is this natural thing that humans have and lots of other animals have, is looking for trouble, looking for threats, looking for danger. So we have a tendency to notice what isn't right. If you look around the room right now, wherever you are, you'll probably notice, as I can see, that needs a bit of paint, that's cracked there. We can see the flaws. And focusing on that gives us a very different version of the world than if we focus on, well, at least I have a roof over my head, or at least I have paint on the walls. So focusing on what you have achieved and celebrating it, I'm really pleased this has happened, that I've achieved this. So not just noticing, but actively celebrating it. It's too easy to kind of go, yeah, but I really wanted to walk a mile and all I can do is walk 100 yards. It's like, well, if before we could do is 10 yards or 50 yards, that's worth celebrating. It may not be where you want to be yet, but the process of getting there is celebrating the small steps, the small wins. So celebrate success, really focus on what have I achieved. Now, that doesn't mean we're ignoring the things you haven't changed yet. Those are super important. We need to look at those. But we need to make time to focus on what we're doing that is working, what we have changed. Super important. And this is something we see a lot of, where people forget the success that they've had, or as they go through the process, they become more used to being able to achieve various things, and now they don't even count as success. Like, well, of course I can walk, a kilometre now, whereas before they couldn't. Well, that needs to be still celebrated, because it reminds us, look what I have achieved. And those are the building blocks to help us achieve even more. So be kind to yourself, because not celebrating success is not a very kind thing to do if you're in a learning environment. Imagine you have a teacher and you're learning to, say, draw O's or A's, and every time you draw one, they go, yeah, you could do a lot better than that, that's just not very good, and there's no celebration. Then you can imagine that would be a difficult environment to learn in. So think about that for yourself, that you're in a training program, you're learning how to use your body and mind and brain in a different way. Celebrate success, be nice, be kind. Hope you found that useful. I'll see you on the next one.